from all around your lawn. I'm here to tell you how football is strong. We're the best.
Good morning. Welcome again to the GDFL Footy Show, coming to you out of beautiful Geelong. It's been a very cold week, and boy, has it been colder. I don't worry about that, but it's going to be a great day. Local footy this afternoon, and of course we're getting very close now to finals action with only 3 more rounds of footy to go, and boy are we getting excited. But last weekend we saw some magnificent results, and it was a big weekend for full forwards around local footy, and it all started out at the Belmont Lions and Winter Resort. They had their 5th win on the trot. They're getting very excited out there, don't worry about that. Another 10 more rounds will be good for them. They knocked off the Winchelsea Blues with fabulous Freddie Logan kicking 5 goals, and that boy is really starting to play some great footy, and he's going to be a great find for them. It'll be all good for next year. The Bannockburn Tigers, too good for the Werribee Centrals boys from the Duck Pond. Yes, we'll say more about that a little bit later on. Got a very special guest on the show with Aaron Eddy from the Bannockburn Tigers, kicking 9 goals, and Craig Rosenweek once again getting into the goal-kicking action, kicking 4 goals for the Ducks. And I tell you what, he's going to be a big man in those final series coming up at St Albans very shortly. Inverleigh Hawks, too good for the Cry Devils with Matty Carr kicking 6 goals out there. East Geelong Eagles defeated Geelong West. Lucas Murphy kicking 6 goals, taking his season tallied out of 83 with 3 rounds of home and away to go in finals. No doubt I think Lucas will kick 100 goals. The Tommy Tigers out there at the Godfrey Street Thunderdome, too good for the North Geelong Magpies on their big reunion day at Thompson. We saw them all out there, Big Froggy, Richie's, Eddie Dare, Polly Rankin having a magnificent afternoon out there at the Thunderdome. Paul Briggy kicking 4 goals. He takes his tally to 84, but unfortunately Paul has done his hamstring, and it looks like he'll take no further action in 2011. Stephen McLeod kicking, actually 48 possessions for the Thompson Tigers. What a magnificent effort that is. And of course, Jackson McLeod, his brother, kicking 4 goals as well. They really are a great contributor to the Tommy Tigers. Actually, probably only kicked 2.
Cousin.
Hey?
Cousin.
Oh, cousin. Oh, thanks, Smithy. Jeez, the old fella stuffed it up again. It doesn't matter. And the 94.7 match of the day was the Bellpost Hill Panthers, too good for the Anarchy Roos, with Justin Tarr from Bellpost Hill, the Panther boy, kicking 7 goals. A great effort indeed. Hello, I'm Dick Philpott, and yes, once again, I have assembled some of the biggest names and brains, and I say that loosely when you see who one of our special guests are this morning. But of course, first of all, the man who needs no introduction from the Bannockburn Tigers and ex-Geelong Footy Club, Dale Smith. Good morning, Dale.
Good morning, Dick. Good to be back again. As I said, we're looking forward to some fighter weather happening now. It's just starting to get towards finals, so we still start to smell it in the air.
Every comedian must have his stooge. What have you got next year? That is unbelievable. Where do we get him from?
We take him everywhere. I've seen him a fair bit in the last couple of weeks.
Well, we speak, of course, of a man who also needs no introduction in local footy. A lovely bloke. Everyone loves him, except me. I don't like him very much, but that's okay. He's from the Duck Pond. He's the head duck himself, Richard Grubby Cations. G'day, Grubby. How you going, mate?
Yeah, I'm very well, Dick. And by the way, I don't mind you calling it the Duck Pond, actually.
Yeah.
Although I did see Johnny Mitchell here on this show a couple of weeks ago. And I think we can all remember back to 1996, I think it might have been.
Yep.
You know, every ground in Geelong's like the Simpson Desert. And out at Thompson for the grand final, Lake Michigan. Don't we worry about the Duck Pond, Johnny.
With the great big cyclone fence around the outside of it. Unbelievable. Actually, Billy Caldo announced that at the breakfast at Buckley's that morning and said he just heard there's a downpour at the Godfrey Street Thunderdome. And we reckon Mitch was out there with the Nile XOs going absolutely berserk, so it was unbelievable. That was fantastic to do. The funny things that happen around local footy, folks. Well, to start the show off, we've got a new view coming up now. Speaking of Justin Tarr from the Bellpost Hill Panthers, here's Cal Lowther with the man who kicked 7 goals.
Justin, good win today. Obviously, started off pretty close in the first half, but after then you're able to run away with a pretty good victory.
Yeah, we trained for that. We worked pretty hard Tuesday, Thursdays. Sort of done a mini pre-season the last 3 or 4 weeks, and I've got another 2 weeks to go. And we're always back our fitness in, so just high intensity for 4 quarters. That's the plan.
Yeah. Obviously, forward line worked pretty well. Your form was good, and you're able to get pretty good supply from blokes like Shane Tobin and David Holzfein. Yeah,
that's right. The midfield's got really good skills, and when we put the blocks on and get them into space, there's not much backman can do really. When they put it out there, it's a perfect kick. As I said, any forward sort of kick goals. But our midfield's dominated the last couple of weeks. Yeah. It's good.
Coming into the final rounds of the season, you obviously had a couple of young blokes in. You're soon going to get Matt Jovanovic back and a couple of other players. You're looking forward to getting your strongest side in the last couple of rounds?
Yeah, that's right. It's actually going to be tough for selection when we get our full side. I think we've got 4 or 5 out. We've had that every week. But the guys that have come in weren't our best 22 at the start, but they probably are now. So they give us a bit more run, enthusiasm, and it's going to be tough for us. But obviously, Jovanovic is straight in, good player, and adds another dimension down there. Hopefully he comes good next week or so, and we'll be right from there, I think.
Yeah. All right, fantastic result today and good game yourself.
No worries, thanks, guys.
Welcome back, and a great interview there from Cal Lowther with Justin Tarr, the Bellpost Hill champion footballer. Magnificent effort last week, 7 goals, and of course Cal will be back next week with another interview. We're going to take a quick look at it. What are you doing? What is going on over here?
Well, mate, I sit up here and I get coming in for my breakfast, and I've got baked beans on one side and curry duck on the other side, and I'm struggling at the moment, Dick. Struggling to keep the breath away.
I don't know what he's talking about, folks. I absolutely no idea. We're going to look at the ladder while Smithy gets his wardrobe function going again. Here it is now. East Geelong and Bellpost Hill, they have been sitting up there all season, and they're going to be very hard to toss come finals time. Followed by Werribee Central sitting there on 3rd position, Inverleigh, and, well, they're probably in the final 5 well and truly now. But it gets very interesting from here, guys. Thompson, they're just inside on percentage, followed by Anarchy and Bannockburn. We'll come back to those 3 sides in a minute. Followed by North Geelong, absolutely no chance now. Belmont Lions with a rattling run. Their big mission now is to get above the North Geelong Footy Club. Followed by Corio, Winchelsea, and unfortunately the West Cheetahs haven't opened their account. Now, guys, we talk about that Thompson, Anarchy and Bannockburn. There's a little bit of a logjam there. Is there going to be any of those clubs that are going to move in, and who's going to move out, Smithy?
No, it's set now.
Set?
Yeah, that'll be the way it'll finish. Those sides will finish that way. Anarchy have got a couple of, got East Geelong and Inverleigh in the next 2 weeks, which will probably see them out and gone. Thompson, I think, have got Corio this week and Werribee the following week up at Werribee, so it's tough. They should win one of those, and you think they'd win at home. And then Bannockburn, unfortunately, have got the last 2 games against Bellpost Hill and East Geelong. So to make it into there, they'd have to play some exceptional footy. They are playing good footy at the moment, but they've left their run a bit too late.
Fair enough. Okay, now, the game last week, of course, guys, there'll be match of the day, the 94.7 match of the day, with the Bellpost Hill Panthers against Anarchy. And, of course, Anarchy probably needed to win this one to really make sure they'd have a big chance playing in the finals. But they're doing everything right at the moment, the Panthers, aren't they, Tom?
Yeah, look, they do. They had 4 players out in the weekend. They had Moreland, Pisano, Barton and Jovanik. They're just the ones that I can pick up just off the top of my head right now. You bring those 4 guys back inside and they're going to make an extremely strong side. Slugger didn't play, Reardon didn't play, and Costello, he didn't play also. So that took a bit away of their goal power for the Anarchy side. But up until half-time, not a bad contest, but after half-time, Bellpost Hill pretty much got themselves away and running. Justin Tarr, he's played his 2 senior games, I think, this year, maybe 3. He's kicked 9 one week and 7 again this week. He's going to be that extra string to their bow because they're going to have Jovanovic to have to go back into that forward line. Gergic's also going to play there, Justin Tarr. And there's 3 big blokes now they've got to really contain, let alone, some of their other smaller forwards that they've got playing some pretty good football. So Bellpost Hill are just travelling at the moment, Grub.
Oh, they're a good side.
Yep.
They're a very, very good side. I haven't seen them for a while, but we'll probably see them in the finals. But I think them and East Geelong are probably a little bit ahead of the rest so far.
Okay, well, that's great, guys. We'll talk a bit more about these 2 sides and the other sides later on in the show, but we're going to take a short break, pay some bills, and be back after this.